Your Pets Radio, your go-to destination to learn all about your four-legged companions. Hosted by pet health and longevity expert Lauriston Crockett III. Your Pets Radio is the perfect stop for insightful pet news, the greatest viral videos, and to learn all about the initiatives you should get involved with.
Hey, this is Lauriston Crockett, and you're live with Your Pets Radio, and today you don't want to miss it. We're here with Mutts and Mayhem, and you're going to find out why these people are the special forces and pet rescues, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The ShotSpot mobile wellness trucks travel the Dallas metro area, providing vaccinations, heartworm testing and prevention, flea and tick prevention, wellness exams, and more for dogs and cats, Thursday through Sunday each week. You can find our schedule of events and the Gift for Life by going to theshotspot.org or follow us on Facebook. ShotSpot, a full-service hospital is located in McKinney, Texas at 1827 West Louisiana Street, or call us at 844-PET-SHOT. That's 844-PET-SHOT.
Hey guys, we're back, and today is a very exciting show because I call you guys special forces in the animal world, everything that you do. So I'm actually here with Casey Hendricks.
Yes.
And you are the Public Relations Director for Mutts and Mayhem. And Cindy Murray, you're a director.
I am.
So you guys got to tell me, listen, you do so much. I want you to tell everyone what you do, because when I call you special forces, you're actually out there when there's catastrophes or we're searching for animals. Tell everyone what you do.
Well, we are a 501c nonprofit organization, and we were founded by two active duty paramedics, which is kind of exciting because it came out of their emergency work, and they saw animals escaping, and they were focused on the humans.
Right.
So that's the origin of the group.
What great training.
Excuse me?
They have great training.
They do. Amazing. So we specialize in emergency search and rescue and also elusive strays, so the more challenging captures is what we work on and what we focus on. We also do.
Can I stop right there?
Sure.
For elusive strays, so if they can't find them, so the city might call you in to help them, so we can protect these animals and get them into safety, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of times when animal control can't capture, we sometimes work with them. We
Okay.
have other organizations that we work with. So yes, it's the more challenging ones that we definitely get involved in.
Okay. And what if there's a natural catastrophe, if there's floods or anything like that, you guys are called back in again, are you not?
We do, and so we have our commanders are FEMA trained, so we're
Okay.
certified for that. And so yes, we go out and really use a lot of the same equipment that we use in our emergency and our elusive stray captures. So we're all equipped for that. And Casey was going to go through some of the equipment that we
Yeah,
have.
but Casey, you guys actually are on the ground, also out there.
Yeah, most of our nighttime, or most of our searches are done in the nighttime with our thermal and night vision that we have available.
And you have this drone also, this
yes.
very highly special drone. Can we bring the drone in? Let's bring the drone in.
Now
You guys
this,
have got to see this. Tell us more about this.
this drone, we are able to fly this over areas, wooded areas that we normally would have to ground search. Some of it's dangerous territory.
And it takes too much
or
time, and
terrain.
when there could be a life at risk here. And so right here we have thermal, right?
We can actually see any type of wildlife that's out there.
Okay.
Plus we can also track our
And
team
it-
members
and,
too.
And this seems to be clear enough that you can actually distinguish what you're looking at.
Correct, correct. We can actually determine whether or not it's a dog or it's a coyote as well.
Okay.
So we've actually seen where dogs have been running in the packs with coyotes. So
Really? And the coyotes are actually accepting the dogs.
correct, correct. They don't feel that they're a threat at that point, so they join the pack. But we were able to determine the dog or the coyotes. So it was.
But
it
at
was
least they
quite
have
neat.
you. So with this equipment, you guys are really the next level up.
Correct.
We can get these animals out. We can find out where they are. If they're hurt or even hiding, because when animals are hurt,
Right.
they're going to hide.
Right.
And you're able to get in there and get them out.
We had that happen in the Daisy May case where she was injured.
Okay. Can you tell people about that real quickly? What is the Daisy May case?
Daisy May was in a car accident and nobody could find her for 5 days. People had been out searching on foot, and plus they had drones flying over. They didn't have the thermal that we had available to
Sure.
us.
So they were blind.
Correct. I saw a Facebook post that Mutts and Mayhem put out an urgent request for volunteers, and that was my very first time with Mutts and Mayhem to go out and search with them. We found her in deep brush right next to a creek, hiding because she was injured.
Right.
So she had a broken leg, which they eventually had to amputate, but she is a happy puppy now.
Right, exactly. And these animals, once you get them out, and amputation, but we have the technology to be able to save them.
Correct.
And they can live a long, full life after that. So, hey, guys, let's take this back. This is fantastic. This is high tech. I'm so glad you have it also. I have never seen this before used in there, so thank God for you guys. And, you know, we were talking about the coyotes. And right now, we have a problem with coyotes in North Texas. And everybody thinks it's the big bad coyotes and they're going after us, but that's really not the reason. So let's talk about really what's going on, because it really comes back to man, not the animals and their instinct. So let's talk about that. You guys give me your input about this, because I think it has to do with trash, territory, puppies. We talked about this before, so I'm going to listen.
Well, we've encroached in their space,
Yes.
obviously. So they're in the area, and this is breeding season. So the males get a little more aggressive this time of year. That's through early March, that time of year.
Okay, that's good to know.
So we've talked about, what you do if you happen to see a coyote.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah. So what you want to do first is secure your animal. So if you're walking your dog, you want to make sure your dog is secure with a harness or a martingale collar or something where you can secure your pet if you happen to see a coyote.
Okay.
If you see a coyote, you want to be big and loud. You want to go towards the coyote, not run away. If you can carry a
Let's
air horn,
stop right
sure.
there again. Because most people are going to be in a fear mode when they see a coyote. They are afraid because they heard they're going to get bit. Other people have been bit. So you don't want to run away, because that coyote is then going to track you, and he knows he's got
chase you.
He's going to chase you down. So you want to turn to the coyote, make a lot of loud noise, and be more aggressively walking forward.
Wave your arms, be loud and be big. So you want to be show yourself bigger than you are, and you want to be loud. If
To
you
get him
happen
to
to have
retreat.
an air, yeah,
Or
if
her.
you need to use your voice if you don't have an air horn. If you want to carry an air horn to be a little bit more protective. The other thing is a mace. Carry mace. You don't want the coyote to get that close to you, but if they do, at least you can spray the mace.
And remember with mace, mace is a great deterrent. Make sure where the wind is blowing.
Correct.
Well, that's true.
People have talked to me about that before, and yeah, it can be a little wicked. You don't want to turn it on yourself. And I'm not being funny. It's just a fact.
Right.
And when you're in that fear mode, you still have to remember that mace is being used as a deterrent, but don't use it against yourself. So mace is a great idea. We haven't heard anybody on the news even talking about mace, and this is why I have you guys here today. This is fantastic. What else can we do?
Well, in your homes, do you want to talk about that? You just want to make sure no trash is open and available that
Yeah,
they
let's
can
talk about
get
what we can
into.
do. Yeah, because they're feeding very well.
When you're walking too, you want to make sure that you're attentive. People are on their phones, walking, looking at their phones. They're not paying attention to their surroundings. The best practice is to make sure that you know your area. If you're near a green belt or brush or trees, make sure that you're
Well, people
You're
don't understand is that on these phones and the way it's designed and the way the software is designed, you're basically in a hypnotic state, and you're not even thinking about what's going on around you. You're only in the zone on the social media or the news or what's going on. So yeah, hey, you know what? When you're with your pet, here's a suggestion I do. When I'm with Max, I put the phone down. I'm spending time with Max. This is my time for
Right.
him. I do the same thing if I go to the gym or anything like that. Find time to put these phones down, because it's been proven they're addictive. And you need to kind of know your surroundings if you're out, not only protecting yourself, but also protecting your pet, which is so important, which is your responsibility to do. Put the phones down, everyone. Get your life back a little bit, and maybe we're not going to have some of these other issues. What else can we do? Because if we get bit, let's talk about that. What's going to happen next? If you actually get bit out there,
if you get bit, obviously you need to go to the hospital immediately.
Right. What's the
you
protocol,
may have
though?
to do a rabies protocol,
Right.
which is a 9-month long protocol.
ouch.
Yes.
I mean, that's all I know how to say is
And
ouch. It's not supposed to be nice.
Very, very costly. You can prevent that.
Yes. We can prevent that
we
also as a
can prevent
community
that.
if we all come together. So, guys, if you have any questions, please reach out to Mutts and Mayhem. They can teach you what to do. And let's talk about volunteers too, because I know a lot of people would love to get work with you guys. How do we do that?
Well, again, that's actually how I started.
Right. So I'm going to ask you that question. You know it, so.
It was, I've always been drawn to animals, and when I saw, the need for volunteers,
okay,
I went out and I became addicted. The work that we do, it makes a difference. It matters. The look in the animals' eyes when they know they no longer have to scrounge for food if it's an elusive stray, or when we reunite them with their families after they've been injured. The look in the owner's eyes and the pup's eyes is
priceless.
Yeah, it is extremely priceless.
Well, you guys are heroes. I love what you do. A lot of people, we have the rescue shelters out there, and thank God for that. But you guys are hardcore in the field. That's why I call you our special forces. You're not afraid to get out there in it.
Well, our volunteers are what makes us. All of our directors and our capture team are all volunteers as well.
Right.
We, are off of donations and corporate sponsorships.
Right.
That's how we operate.
Well, the Gift for Life today would also like to make a donation for $500 to you. I hope that helps.
Thank you.
Wow.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
much.
And then
Thank you.
the Gift for Life also wants to work with all your senior pets that you rescue. We're going to make sure that we sponsor them. We're working with the Plano shelter, but we're definitely going to work with you guys too. So, it calls the Fountain of Youth for a reason, and we're going to change lives and help you any way that we can. And we have other events coming up with Your Pets Radio, so we definitely want you guys to come on.
Absolutely.
So listen, we're going to be right back in a minute because we want you to see some other rescues that we have that are up for adoption right now, and we want you to meet Duke. We'll be right back.
Did you know that by simply giving one dose of the Gift for Life twice daily will assist your pet's own natural defense against progressive aging, hormone loss, joint disease, and prevention of certain cancers? The Gift for Life stimulates your pet's own endocrine system and enhances the small amount of hormones present in the adrenal glands with amazing rejuvenation and anti-aging effects on the cellular level. When we spay or castrate our pets, we lose all but 1% of these life-giving hormones. So it's very important to give your pet the Gift for Life every day to enhance a healthier, happy life. This amazing chewable peptide treat is fast-acting and highly effective. I use it in my practice for all patients that have had these elective surgeries or any pet that is over 8 years old.
Hey, we're back, and now comes my favorite part. We've got to get some of these babies homes. And so let's look at some of the pictures that we have right now. If you guys can tell me their names and tell me a little bit about them, because these animals, I say that you're going to save a pet today, but really in return, they're going to save you back. You know what I mean? These animals bring so much love and loyalty. It's just, I just love them. So who do we have here?
This is Fester, and he's 5, and he's a very active boy. He does get a little shy with strangers, so just somebody who adopts has to be aware of that, but he's very happy and go-lucky. Excuse me?
Is he, what mix is he?
Chris, what is he?
Pit bull mix?
Pit bull mix.
Yeah, and guys, these pit bulls, they used to be called the babysitters. They're wonderful animals.
Oh, of course.
You go up there and just look in their eyes, and you're going to fall in love. I promise you. So you have Fester here, did you say? This is
Yes, Fester.
Okay, Fester. We want to get him adopted. So, okay, who do we have next?
That is Lexi, and we just captured her in the fall of just last year.
Where'd you find her?
We found her in Frisco at a construction site.
Really? And she was just out there by herself?
Yes, she was.
Thank God
she
you
was
guys got her.
loving the trash as food, I guess. So she hung around the guys there, and we were able to capture her there. She's in a foster home right now.
Oh, good.
She's wonderful. She's only a year old, so she's young. Very active, gets along with other dogs. She does have a little alpha going on with female dogs, so that's just a little bit to be aware of.
Well, she also had to survive on her own out there for a while, too.
She did. So all of our animals are fully vetted. They're vaccinated. They have been spay-neutered, been given all medical treatment. So all the animals here ready to go. They've all been neutered, spayed,
awesome,
medically treated.
Okay.
So yeah, she's beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
Corey.
That is Corey.
Where'd you find Corey?
I'm not sure about Corey.
I believe it was, she was a stray.
She was a stray.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, so she's young. It's a male.
Yeah.
We've had him since July 2018, and he is available for adoption. He's in a foster home as well.
Okay, we need to find a home. What is this?
Luna.
Now, Luna's adopted.
Oh, Luna's adopted now. Great, congratulations.
Yes, she's an amazing story, and was adopted by the folks that helped us.
What do we have here?
That's Luna also. I think the
Also.
pictures got a little mixed up.
Yeah, but Luna,
That was
yeah.
actually Luna back in October.
That's the before.
All right, so let's go back to Luna. Can we go back, Tom? Can we go back to Luna?
So
Oh, you
that's
got-
her today.
Oh, look at her.
Very happy in her.
She got her play bank. She got her blanket. She's in her bed.
Right. That is her adoptive home. Was at the time her foster home.
And look at the love in her eyes. You know, people understand when you go to these shelters, these animals are doing a little personality change because they're living in fear all the time. So go in there and play with them and take them home, and you know they're going to become yours.
We spent 32 tactical days on the ground trying to capture her
Really.
in a trap, and ultimately we ended up capturing her by hand.
Did you?
She had
In her den.
gone in a den under a shed, and I crawled in a nice little hole and dug my way to her, and we pulled her out, and she didn't
Look at
bark,
her now.
bite,
Now,
snarl, or
now
anything.
she's safe now.
Oh, and she's happy.
Yeah,
Very
she's giving
happy.
more love. So she's giving more love for sure. So who do we have next? Do we have Duke?
Yes.
Duke.
Duke!
Yes. So Duke's our
My man.
senior.
Duke's what, 8 years old?
He's 8 years
so
old.
Duke's going to start getting the gift for life.
Amazing.
Yes. So he's going to start receiving that. So right now, you know, we have to talk about spaying and neutering. You know, we can talk about vasectomies that we're doing and zinc neutering that we're doing to keep these life-giving hormones. But when you do spay and neuter, because of the overpopulation of pets, we have to do this sometimes. But if we do, we harm the endocrine system, and they're only producing 1% of the hormones they did for the elective surgery. So you give the chewable treat of the gift for life, and it turns on 24 lost hormones to the adrenal cortex naturally, and in just 4 days you can start seeing some amazing results. So we work very closely with Dr. Danny Cox and other vets that just love this technology. So we're glad that Duke is going to start receiving this. So do not be afraid to adopt a senior pet, especially like Mr. Duke here. He's awesome. When I came in a while ago, he was giving me kisses, so he's a good boy. There he is. Hello, Duke. Hello. Come on, here.
So Duke is about 80 pounds. He's actually very active for an 8-year-old.
Okay.
He loves to run with his foster dad, Chris.
Okay.
And he loves swimming and water. So, and
Yes.
after all that activity, he likes to hang out on the couch and watch Netflix.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
So he's your movie buddy, and you
Yep.
get outside and help you exercise. You know, I tell people, I said, if you just get up every day and go for a walk with your dog, first of all, you're helping their health, because in pet longevity, it's about exercise, nutrition, and hormonal support.
Right.
But the really cool part about it is if you show up with your dogs, you get to lose weight too. So they're actually your trainer.
That's true.
That love kind of goes back and forth for sure. So anyway, so if anybody wants to foster with you, how do they do that?
We have a very limited foster network
Okay.
because we focus on those elusive strays. So we don't take in a lot of animals
But
over
can
the
people
year.
come and get trained with you also by joining and
They
become a
can.
volunteer first, right?
Absolutely.
And then they can find out what slot, what they can fill in your organization.
There's actually on our website, there's actually a list of jobs on the website, and there's also a volunteer application, so they can take a look at what they're interested in.
Okay.
Hours
So-
are very flexible, days.
Days, nights.
Yeah.
But you can get a call, and when it's time, then it's time to rock and roll. So,
Absolutely.
and you guys are there to
Absolutely.
do it. So,
And
Listen-
then for like accidents, we also seek out to the community. That's how Casey initially got involved. So
Okay.
it's great for people to join our website and also our Facebook page, because if we have one of those, we'll put those alerts out.
Okay.
And that way, if
Here
the
we go, right here on the
community,
screen,
there
right?
it is. If the community wants to help on the search teams, the ground search teams, boots on the ground, then the community is welcome to join in as well.
boots on the ground. I love that. And I'm going to have to join. And also, like I said, we definitely want to make a donation, and we want to be involved. And we want you guys to come back. You know, you guys
We
have
would
some
love
great
that.
tips. We need to hear this information from you. Because like you said, you are the boots on the ground. We love our shelters also, but I know that you're working with everyone. And also, let's talk about real quickly before we close, what veterinarians are you guys working with that help you guys so much?
Well, for our emergency search and rescue, it's Dr. Kathy Rayner.
Dr.
So
Kathy.
she's boots on the ground with us.
Okay.
She provides immediate veterinary care
Okay.
upon capture if there's anything needed. So
Well, thank God
she's
for her.
amazing.
Right.
And natural disaster, she would be on that team as well. And then we use local veterinarians. It just depends on just general care. And sometimes aftercare emergency if Dr. Rayner's not available. So it's
Right.
several in the Metroplex.
Well, we know that, and I know that Dr. Danny Cox, the famous pet vet, who does a lot of radio commercials with me, and also the Shot Spot in McKinney, Texas, and also the Pet Vet inside of Petco's. One's, God, my gosh, in Frisco and all these different areas. They're building new hospitals.
Right.
He wants to be involved. So I texted him while I was out, and his services are available. So I want to get you guys introduced to Dr. Danny Cox.
Definitely.
He's wonderful, and he's a fantastic surgeon also.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can always use help.
Yeah, and he's ready to go at a call, and so are the rest of his veterinarian care team. And of course, he also, with the Shot Spots, he has, the different trucks that he can bring out also, and they're like MASH units. So we're kind of going to add that to your team. So we've got some things we're happening today. So
yeah.
That's amazing.
listen, guys, we've got so much more to talk about, but we're out of time. Will you please come back in a week or so when you got some more information? We have some more time. Let's talk about it. Let's get some video also about you guys, what you're doing. I'd like to talk about it, and we'd like to start recruiting. We have other events, and I hope you're going to come to some of our events too, so people can actually meet you and shake your hand and see, and you can tell them more about it, how they can get involved.
We
What
would
do you
love
think?
to. Absolutely.
Sounds great.
We would love to.
So guys, go to Mutts and Mayhem today. Let's put it back up on the screen, Tom, if we can.
It's
There we are.
muttsandmayhem.org.
Okay, also there's a phone number, 469-608-0729. Give them a call today. See how you can get involved. Okay? Hey guys, thank you so much for coming today. You guys
Thank you
are
for having
a
us.
blessing. God bless you so much. Listen, this is Larson Crockett with Your Pets Radio. God loves you, so do I, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching Your Pets Radio. Visit yourpetsradio.com for more content. And remember, reach out to us on social media. We'd love to feature you on the show.